To solve this data sufficiency question, we'll consider each statement separately first, then together if necessary. Before the statements, let's consider that in order for ST to lie on the shaded region, or in the shaded region, it must lie above the graph, our curve, y equals x squared plus 8x, and below the x-axis. Since t is less than 0, the point ST lies below the x-axis. So for ST to lie above the graph y equals x squared plus 8x, it must be true that t is greater than s squared plus 8s. That's plugging our s value in for x in our curve, and t must be above that. So when we're working through our statements, we want to know whether there's enough information to determine this, yes or no. And either of those would be enough to determine our value. So let's go ahead and determine our answer. So let's go ahead and take a look at statement 1. Statement 1 tells us t is equal to s squared plus 8s. If it's equal to 8s squared plus 8s, it's not greater than. So we can actually answer that no, it's not going to lie in the shaded region. Now if we think about y for a second, we have the point st. If this equation is true for statement 1, that means that st actually lies on the curve y equals x squared plus 8x, and not in the shaded region. So it lies on the line and not in the shaded part. So we were actually able to answer the question, does the point st lie in the shaded region if t is less than 0? The answer would be no. And even though the answer is no, we were still able to definitively answer the question. So that means that this statement actually is sufficient. We can eliminate answer choices B, C, and E, and we're left with answer choice A or D. So to determine which answer choice we want to choose to answer this question, we're going to go ahead and consider statement 2. So let's clear our board for statement 1, and we'll tag back and do a similar reasoning for statement 2. So for statement 2, we're given that negative 8 is less than s, which is less than 0. Now, this does not tell us if point st lies in the shaded region, since we don't know if t is in the shaded region or not. T we know is less than 0, so we know it's somewhere down here. But this does not give us a restriction, our s, really. That's our y value, essentially. And if s is between negative 8 and 0, we don't really know where this ends, and that's not enough information for us to be able to concretely decide that. So this statement alone is not sufficient. We can actually eliminate answer choice D, and the correct answer is answer choice A. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient.